Hey guys, this is Brendan with Gone Mobile Vans. We're here at our shop in Costa Mesa, California. Behind me is a 2026 high roof all-wheel drive Transit. This is in the wild green colorway. Really nice build out inside this one, some additional storage, a couple extra things here and there, so let's get into it. All right guys, right up front on this 2026 all-wheel drive Transit, we replaced the stock grille with a Raptor style grille. It was the only thing chrome left on this van, so we had to do something about that. We think it looks fantastic. Below that, we've got some Van Compass recovery points for the Transit. So big steel hooks mounted right to the frame, give you some recovery options if necessary. And below that, we have a powder-coated black skid plate from Transit Off-Road to protect that intercooler. For suspension upgrades on this van, we had the dealership install the Quigley Q-Lift on here. So you get a 2-inch lift. That allows you to put some bigger tires on here as well. We paired that up with some Falcon adjustable shocks in the rear of the van, plus some high clearance shock brackets and the Bilstein B6 struts up front. We've got the black alloy wheels from Ford. These are stock. We think they look fantastic, so no need to upgrade them if you don't want to. And we've got some Falcon Wild Peak AT4s in the 245, 75, 16 size on this van. Makes it about 3.5, almost 4 inches taller than a stock Transit with the combination of the 2-inch lift and the bigger tires. On the top of this van, we got the Flatline Van Company Safari rack. This rack does not have the drop front. It's got the double basket all the way around it. So a different look than what we normally use, but really works well for this client. We have a Fiamma F45S manual awning attached to the side of it. We got two 100-watt solar panels. We have the new Pro Breeze fan on the roof, air conditioning unit, and Starlink Mini all mounted up there with additional scene lighting to illuminate the sides and rear of the van. So moving down the van, we've got our Flare Space Flare texture coated black, really robust coating on there. It'll help protect those flares for years to come. We got half slider windows built into both flares with bug screens, so you can open those up, get some nice ventilation in there. And below that, our client decided to get this van wrapped with some PPF protection on the front of the van, and the lower rocker panel had it wrapped in a matte black. Really kind of goes well. It's a really neat look considering doing that on one of my own vans. So on the rear of the van, we got a Flatline Van Company tire carrier. This allows our client to have a full-size spare mounted on the back. We sourced an additional black alloy wheel, so he's got 4 or 5 matching wheels. On the other side, we've got our gear platform from Flatline as well. We've got this platform here. You can mount all sorts of other things. I have a propane tank on mine, fire, there's recovery boards or rotor packs could all mount up there. And then this is our favorite box. This guy opens up, folds down, a ton of storage back in here. This shelf is adjustable. You could raise it or lower depending on what you might want to have in here. This door also folds all the way down, so if you're lifting something heavy like a generator or bundles of firewood, you don't have to like stress your back. I find I use this quite often as just a work surface, or I've got my tools out, or I'm cooking out here as well. So it's a really useful platform, as well as just a ton of storage back here. And you can lock these latches to make sure your gear doesn't get swiped. And the last addition at the back of the van is a Transit Off-Road rear HD bumper. So this is a replacement bumper and hitch combined into one unit. We get rid of the low-hanging hitch receiver from the factory. It gets integrated into the steel bumper. Super robust, cold-rolled steel. I love this bumper for not only just, the better departure angle, but also getting in and out of the back of the van. It feels more solid, feels like you're not going to slip off of that thing. So yeah, we'd like to put these bumpers on most of the builds. We think it's a fantastic addition. So on the driver's side of the van, we've got our Flare Space Flare. We have a Flatline side ladder that gets them attached directly to the roof rack. Easy access to get up there, clean off solar panels. Plenty of space still available up there to hang out. A couple of deck chairs will fit up there. L-track cutouts in the rack, so you can also strap down all sorts of gear up there. Really useful and functional rack. A little bit in front of that, we've got our half slider window, built-in bug screens. You can open that up and pair that up with the Pro Breeze fan. You get some really nice ventilation through the van. All right guys, that's it for the outside. Let's take a look at the inside of this van. For our interior package in this van, this is pretty much standard for us. We do a full insulation package with 3M Thinsulate in all the cubbies, all the ceilings, walls. Our ceiling has some additional thermal and acoustic insulation with our custom ceiling material that we have up there, so that helps keep the sound down a little bit more, and some more insulation up at the top of the van. Our walls are 1/4 inch Baltic birch wrapped in a 1/8 inch foam and then wrapped in a marathon fabric that also provides some sound deadening as well. So these vans are really kind of quiet going down the road. And then even our subfloor is a composite subfloor. It's 3/4 of an inch thick. It's a foam and fiberglass composite material, 1/3 of the weight of a comparable Baltic birch subfloor, waterproof, it's dimensionally stable so it won't rot, it won't warp, anything like that. And then we've capped that off with our 2-Tech 2 flooring in the Moonless Night colorway. This really works for the majority of our vans. It's our favorite flooring. It's super strong material, commercial grade. I've had well over 1,000 people go through my last demo van and all the expos, and it still looks brand new. This is our standard 36-inch doorway galley from Lost Highway. We love this drop-down table. It's perfect for making coffee, for working remote here. We've got an outlet if you'd like to use this for a blender or for an induction cooktop. We got easy power outside the van. On the front, we've got our DR85 drawer style fridge. This is an Indel B refrigerator. It's nice and deep. It's got built-in freezer, built-in tray for other items, adjustable storage racks inside, killer little fridge. We got a drawer right above this, perfect for your utensils, cables, cutting boards, junk drawer, whatever you may need. And then we've got our 2 switches on the front of the galley here, one for the gray tank and one for the water pump. So the gray tank is mounted underneath their sliding door. It's a 16-gallon tank. It's been custom designed to fit underneath the sliding door of the Transit. You can push this button, it'll drain the tank at an appropriate location. We've got a water pump switch here. This will turn on, that provides pressure at the sink, at the indoor shower, and at the rear shower. Both of these lights illuminate when they're on, so you know that the switches are on. All right guys, so here we are in our lounge area of the van. So we've got both of our seats swiveled. These are factory power heated seats from Ford. We added the swivel bases onto it after the fact, so you can swivel these around. Now we've got a nice lounge area in here. We've got our toilet in here. This is our wrap-on Trekker toilet that we show quite often. It's a fantastic toilet for van life in our opinion. And this configuration is a little bit different than what we've normally done. Normally we've got an overall 60-inch bench length here. We shortened it up to add another set of drawers over on the other side of the van, so some additional storage, additional countertop space, but you can still fit 2 adults here. You can still have the swivel table available to basically all 4 people in this, so playing cards, hanging out, having drinks, stuff like that is all possible right from this little area. So it's always been important to me to have a lounge area, a hangout area in the van, make it feel like it's you know, a bigger space than what this actually is, and we feel like this is a fantastic configuration. So on the front of the galley, we've got a bunch of power distribution here. We've got USB-A and 2 USB-Cs. We've got another 12-volt port right here, so if you have a different charger requirement, you can plug that in there. And we've got a 110 outlet here with also 2 USB-C ports on here. This is powered by the 3600 watt inverter. So plenty of power for an induction cooktop, a blender, hair dryer, etc. For the top on this galley, our client decided that he'd like to go with a bamboo top. So we've got a 1/2-inch bamboo top on here. It's been conditioned with a butcher block oil, so it's food safe grade as well. It's a good idea to keep this thing moisturized over time just to protect the surface for a long time. We also have it mounted on the other side over here on this little pedestal drawer set. So matching bamboo throughout the upper cabinets, the Lagoon tabletop, and our 2 countertops here really ties the whole van together. All right guys, so upper storage in this van, in addition to, this is our new standard location for a reading light up front of the van, inspired by one of our other clients, that astrophotographer. So you've got a reading light. It also has a red light feature as well, so you can turn that on and really keep your nighttime eyes adjusted, but really killer little addition. So this is standard for us going forward. We've got our MOLLE panel right up here. This is great for additional storage. I have a first aid kit that I have here. We're also 3D printing some hooks and some other appliances that can mount up there for a flashlight, etc. So really a cool little spot. We've got our overhead cabinets here. So these are the Lost Highway cabinets. This is in the ultra light colorway. So this client went with a 2-tone cabinet color. The ultra light really matches with the ceiling, and it really opens up the brightness of the van. We've got their Starlink box up here ready to go. The rest of the Starlink is installed up top. This is a 28-inch cabinet, and this is a 52-inch cabinet at the back here. So really robust cabinetry. These things don't rattle. The doors won't open on you as you're going down the road. And we've got one more cabinet over the galley here as well. So once again, another 28-inch cabinet. We have it pre-wired for potential microwave for a client, or use it as a charging station or something along those lines. But it's super easy to swap this out for a microwave cabinet if you want to go that way. All right, so right next to here, we got our touchscreen controller for our EcoFlow power kit. This is where you're able to turn on and off your ceiling lights, your exterior lighting, your Starlink, water heater, etc. is all controlled from this area right here. I'll even turn the fridge on so it gets nice and cold for the client for delivery tomorrow. We've got overall input. You can see our state of charge. Input, we've got alternator, solar, and shore power connections, AC and DC circuitry as well. So next to the controller for the power system is the controller for the S-bar heater. Our S-bar heater is mounted underneath the passenger seat. It ties right into the fuel tank, so it's got really efficient heating. You can select the heating mode, select a temperature that you would like to run it to, and then select a time anywhere from 10 minutes all the way up to just on infinity. Select that once again. It'll run, get this van nice and toasty warm. Really fuel efficient. You can run it for 22, 23 hours on 1 gallon of gas. So a great way to keep this van warm in the wintertime. So for additional air handling in this van, we have the new Pro Breeze fan installed here. So normally we've got a Max fan here. It's been tried and true for ages, and it's still a fantastic option. This is just a new one that we're offering to give our clients a couple more options. So brushless motor, so it's a little bit quieter than the Max fan. It also has the lid that opens and closes automatically. You can drive with it in the rain, you can drive with it open, but it is a little bit quieter than the Max fan. It also has an integrated light bezel, so it's easy to have some, more indirect lighting if you want. If you don't want all your overhead lights on, you can have just these lights on. Speeds go up and down. There is an auto feature as well for summertime. It'll turn on to try to keep the van cool. One of the other options or cool things is that it has a built-in blackout shade. So this will cut out all the light coming through, but there are grates on the side over here that still allow it to operate with this closed. So kind of a neat little option. And this is the first one that we've gotten in this new black interior bezel. So really nice looking. We're starting to stock these. They're a little hard to get at the moment, so we're trying to get them, but this will be an option going forward for our clients. So the last two items in our air handling for this van is the Nomadic Cooling X2 AC unit. Really like these because of the flat bezel inside here, so it doesn't protrude into the van. You got 3 lures to be able to adjust the airflow wherever you like. 48 volt AC unit that's tied directly to our power system, so it's really efficient on power. And then last but not least is our Scirocco fan. This guy swivels, easy to adjust and put it wherever you'd like it. You can lock it into place and do that. It's got 3 speeds, low, medium, and high. This can help move air, even push some of the cooler air from the air conditioning towards the front of the van. I like it for the white noise at night when I'm sleeping and just some airflow, but a great little spot for it. It kind of just tucks away out of the way when you don't need it. All right, guys, now to the bed system. So this is a queen size bed. 80 inches this direction, 60 inches this direction. We've got a 5-inch memory foam mattress from Roam Rest. Really comfortable. I sleep like a champ in this van. My wife and I both fit, no problem in here. I'm 6'3" and I can sleep this direction super easy. When you're ready to get the mattress out of the way so you have access to storage or the shower, this mattress just tri-folds up. Right over here, we've got our bed panels that are hinged, easy to just flip them up and get them out of the way. Now you've got opened up the entire area, the back of the van. You'll notice a couple things in here. We've got a gear tray that is a 36-inch gear tray. This will work in conjunction with our shower here. So our shower will fold down. You got your indoor shower curtain, magnets to the base, hangs from hooks in the ceiling, but it still allows us to have a gear tray. So this client can have a full-size gear tray out the back, L-track mounted in there for all sorts of securing gear. This gear tray is strong enough you can get in here, you can walk on this thing, no problem. So even if you don't have gear on here, you still have access to the entire part of the van, which is kind of nice. Jumping over the driver's side on the top of this tall fender box, this is all storage in here. This opens up, this entire compartment is full of available for storage. Whatever you need to put in here, it's easy to access. There is storage on the other side underneath the mattress. Of course, you got to move the mattress the other way, so it's not as easy to access. But we also have our water heater mounted up on top up here as well. So even though some of that compartment is taken up, there is still a decent amount of storage in that compartment in addition to the driver's side. Power system on the driver's side of the van. This is the fuse panel, distribution panel for the EcoFlow power kit. So we have a 10 kilowatt system in here. We've got breakers for all the household outlets, fuses for all the DC circuits, easy to see and update if you need to. Inside here, we've got the power hub that handles a 3600 watt inverter. We have two 5 kilowatt batteries in there for a total of 800 amp hours. And we have a Viair 450p compressor. We have it bolted in here. It's on these rubber shock mounts, so it's kind of cool, but it does a great job at blowing up all 4 tires if you need to. Super easy. We wire into the power system, so you don't have to have your van running. You can just use the house power system instead of having to have your van running to power or air up your tires. Water side, we've got our Molly panel here that sort of evens out the look of the back of these boxes. Our client actually has a great little pouch here that's going to have a lot of his shower gear, stuff like that for his rear shower. Below that is our access panel for our water plate. So we've got the water fill right here, so you can use a regular hose to fill up the 24-gallon wheel well water tank. We've got the same mixer shower head and hose as the indoor shower, so it's interchangeable. We've got a mixer valve, a quick connect for the hose here, and the control system for our water heater. So it's super easy to adjust the temperature when the water heater's on. A great little system. Low key out the back, you don't even know it's there, but now you've got yourself a shower if you need it. So one of the additions we put in the front of this van is the Navidock by Terra X Innovations. They make really fantastic gear for both transits and sprinters. Perfect spot for RAM mounts for holding your phone, for cameras, for radios, etc. So really flexible device there to be able to attach all sorts of different equipment. I have one in my van. It holds an iPad mini for navigation and also a charger for my phone. So really kind of a slick little setup right there. All right, guys, so our client dropped these off the other day before we're completed with this van, but he's got these cool back seat organizers from Onward, ones that fit over the headrest for additional little storage pouches, a couple of zippered pouches here as well. This is a pretty neat little grid. It's all Velcro on here, so you can take these panels off and adjust this how you'd like. So a bunch of different gear. There's like a toiletry bag, other things, water bottle holder, etc. Of course, he's got some cool patches on there. So really a neat little option for some back seat organizers. And yeah, I like the way they look, and these guys seem to be a pretty decent company. All right, guys, that's it for the tour of this 2026 Wild Green High Roof Transit. We think we turned it into an awesome adventure van. These folks are going to be super excited tomorrow when they come pick it up. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you like a van like this, please reach out. We got lines on chassis and build slots opening up soon. Hope to see you on the next video.